a trick with a rope. It's done with a rope. This, in fact, is a rope. You wanted 8 minutes, Bob? You're going to get 8 minutes. Now it has 2 ends, 1 on each. And to make the trick more difficult, I'm going to remove one of the ends. All right. In fact, to make the trick twice as difficult, I'm going to remove the other end. I do that just to make it look hard. Now it has no ends on either end. Only a middle in the center. That's here, in between. I'll even get rid of the center. Now I know what you're thinking. So far, so what? But if I say the magic words, hocus pocus, chicken bones choke us, I end up with ends, middle, a rope, and a pretty amazing possibility, even if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. Now I'm sure that you can logically understand that if a rope has no ends, that it can't be tied together. And to prove my point, well, I'll simply remove these ends. Which gives us one long, continuous middle. But that's impossible. And that's okay, because I thrive on and strive for the impossible. So I'll simply take these ends, put them back on the rope, which once again gives us ends and middle and a rope. Now I'll do the same thing, this time only different. I'll tie the ends here, and I'll cut the rope here. And that puts the ends in the middle in the same place, and ladies and gentlemen, that's just weird. Now I could slide them here, or I could get rid of them all together, and that would bring this binding illusion to its conclusion. And put an end to my trick with a rope. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're very kind, and for that kindness, I'd like to reward you with a story. A story true in every detail, for I witnessed it myself, and I would never lie about anything so totally unimportant. A strange little man wearing a strange little hat walked into the Excelsior Hotel. He walked up to the desk clerk and he asked that he page Mr. Juan Escovedo. Well, as I'm sure you're all aware, at the Excelsior Hotel, the desk clerk doesn't do the paging. He calls out, "Bellboy." The bellboy comes over wearing sort of a square pillbox hat that looks like this. He goes out into the lobby, "Paging Juan Escovedo! Paging Juan Escovedo!" Well, now, for those of you who don't know, Juan Escovedo is a famous bullfighter. And bullfighters wear sort of a pointed hat that looks like this. Ole! Unfortunately, that very afternoon, Juan had an unfriendly encounter with a bull, which left a hole in Juan. Oh. Juan died, and so did that joke. The funeral services were presided over by the bishop. Juan's military buddies, friends that they were, got together and they gave him a military funeral. They wore uniform hats that looked like this. And they fired a salute over his grave. Juan had always dreamed of being a soldier, and even as a boy, he liked to play soldier. And as we all know, boys who play soldier wear toy hats that look like this. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do not believe this story is true, you can read about it in this very newspaper. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to end with a bit of advice. Never criticize a man until you walk a mile in his shoes. That way, if he gets mad, you'll be a mile away, and you'll have his shoes. And remember always that life itself is a wonderful, wondrous mystery. Enjoy every precious moment. And if you believe in magic, miracles